Hello everyone, it is Friday, June 4th, 2010, and this is your daily dose of reptile news. I reported back in April an Oregon man who is believed to be one of the worst animal hoarders in history. Authorities found over 400 neglected animals on his property and the remains of 300 more. And because I have no idea how to pronounce it, I'm not even going to attempt his name, but he had his day in court and he was pleading to the judge to let him have his animals back. He said that he was undergoing some issues and he knows that he was living in a mess, but is ready to fix the problems and will allow a veterinarian to drop by unannounced and report back to the court. Prosecutors, however, claim that the man is unfit to care for these animals and do not want him to get them back. And a wildlife officer in New Jersey got the surprise of his life. Authorities got a call about a piece of wood in the road. When they arrived, they found a bull snake. They promptly called the wildlife officer, which showed up, and it turned out being a 7-foot-long bull snake. Apparently it had been struck by numerous cars. There is no real detail available about the snake's condition, but it appeared to have survived the car strikes. And apparently some charges have come back against the Clarksville men that broke into the conservation center and got bitten by the timber rattlesnake. They are looking at receiving 2 to 8 years for each burglary count, 6 months to 3 years for each theft count, and up to 1 year for each misdemeanor. They're not saying yet how many charges they're going to file against them, just the penalties for what they could face. For those of you that didn't watch that news, 2 Clarksville men broke into a conservation center and stole a highly endangered rattlesnake. They then returned later to steal a timber rattlesnake where one of them was bitten on the finger. And 29-year-old Jason Flick of Somerset, Pennsylvania has received his sentence for child abuse. He will serve 17 to 35 years for wrapping a snake around his son's neck and forcing him to drink hot sauce. Apparently, Jason Flick wrapped a snake around his son's neck, held his mouth open, and poured beer and hot sauce into his mouth. They say that physically the boy has recovered, but emotionally has not. He hits and claws himself, hits his 2-year-old sister, and hits his mother still. When asked why he does these things, he responds with, because that's what his father did to him. To be honest, I think 17 to 35 years is a very, very short sentence for such a thing. And it's very unfortunate that people like this have to be given the opportunity to survive at all. Well, that has been all your news for this Thursday, June 4th, 2010. If you'd like to read any more of these stories, those links are right down here in the description. And as always, if you're still watching, my name is Jason White, and now you know what's going on in the reptile world. Be good to each other.
If you watched the other channel, then you saw the pre-recorded video, because this was all pre-planned, so you know something's been going on. Anyway, don't want to waste too much time, got a lot to do. So, to follow will be exactly what was going on for those of you that follow the Facebook account or whatever that you already know. But anyway, here it is right now.